Well, those were highlights from match day 33 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. That was a game played at the Adama Simba Stadium in Ibadan on Saturday. 3SC winning that game 2-1 over Rangers International of Enugu. And you saw all the 3 goals in that game. Of course, Rangers will be hoping to bounce back to winning ways this weekend when they face another side from the southwest in Enugu, talking about Sunshine Stars of Akure. We'll be talking about the league now, but let me just quickly introduce to you my special guests. Let me start from my immediate right. He's former Super Eagles captain, somebody I'm sure you like to see over and over again. Played for Shooting Stars in his days, played for Julius Berger of Lagos, and of course was a key member of the 1994 squad, Nations Cup winner, and also went to the World Cup. Mutu Adepoju is on Sports Tonight, and Mutu Adepoju is the head of the La Liga office in Nigeria. Remember, he played in Spain, so that's another cap to another feather to his cap. Another cap to his feather. Anyway, we're happy to have Kunti Adepoju with us on Sports tonight.
Thank you.
Kunti, thank you for joining us on the show. And of course, Deji Adegbenro is also with us. Deji is the media coordinator of La Liga in Nigeria. Deji is also with us on the program tonight. Deji, good to have you on Sports tonight. Not your first time.
Good evening, Tony. This is actually my second time.
Okay. So we're happy to have you.
Yeah, it's always good to be here.
Let's start with the league. I know you are a neutral man when it comes to the Nigerian league, but you still have something with Shooting Stars of Ibadan.
Yes, of course. I mean, you know,
once a shooting star, always a shooting star.
Always a shooting star, and I mean, you know, I'm a native of Ibadan, and I played in the club, and I mean, managed the club, so I still have the love of being a shooting star
player, coach,
manager. I mean, general manager, and all. I still have it at and I mean, I think, well. It's been good.
You think they survive this season?
Yes, I'm very sure they're going to survive.
All right, let's talk about today. Unfortunately, we were supposed to have 2 rescheduled games today. We had one, we didn't have the other one. The other game was supposed to be in Maiduguri, Heartland, and El Kanemi Warriors of Maiduguri, but that game is not going to be, didn't hold today because Heartland players got involved in an accident right there in Maiduguri. Just a few minutes after they landed and they were on their way to the hotel, they had an accident and about 7 of their players are in hospital. So that game against El Kanemi didn't go on today as initially planned. But then in Abeokuta, there was a scheduled game. Basement Club, Ikorodu United are really living up to the tag of being giant killers or spoilers as they call them. They beat title as contenders, Enyimba, 3-2. 5-goal trailer, exciting game of football. We'll see if we can get you some pictures of that game. Moye Wichimachuku watched that game and he has just walked into our studios. So later on, he will be here to tell us a little bit about that game. But Ikorodu United have had a fantastic run in their last 5 games. They've not lost. They've only drawn 1 and they have won 4 out of their last 5 games. And that's a form that probably could have seen them contend for the title if that's been their form all season. But they won that game 3 goals to 2 today. But let's come now to the league and La Liga. This year it's been a good year for our league in terms of announcing a partnership with La Liga. You played in Spain, and it couldn't have been better for us. But what should we be expecting? This season is gone.
Yeah.
We had the tour of Spain this season, which is good.
Spain? Yeah.
What are we going to be expecting? What are we going to be seeing next year and even some years to come?
There are a lot of things to be expected, and I think it's a 5-year partnership agreement, and which I think lots and lots of things are going to be coming to the league and even to the grassroots. To youth level, because La Liga is opening to the world, and they are trying to do a lot of things, and it's a blessing that NPFL has a partnership with La Liga, and for both partners to grow together.
What were some of the positives for us this year, apart from going to Spain and exposing the talent that we have for the world to see? What other positives?
Well, there are a lot of positives, and the agreement reads both commercial and technical. And aside the tour of Spain, they are going to be bringing managers, club managers and all, at least to come and share ideas of how clubs are being run over there in Spain, so that our clubs can be strong, and they can start having that kind of movement too. Then on the youth levels, we're going to be bringing in coaches that are going to coming to coach our coaching of coaches.
Yeah. Training the trainers.
In the youth level, because it's catch them young and all that, and so many other things too that are going to be coming.
You have worked with some clubs in Nigeria, and you have an idea of how these things work. You have an idea of what the frustrations can be to put structures in place for our football. Are these some of the things? Are these things that you have also put into consideration in trying to forge a way for this partnership between La Liga and our clubs, particularly in the area of youth development, as Mutu said?
Yes, right. Like you rightly said, youth development is something that is strong, that is being strongly considered by the La Liga. And of course, the LMC have done a lot in that aspect. I mean, a lot of incentives have been given to the clubs to play their youth players. I mean, youth players in the NPFL don't have to get up to minimum wage. They can register some of them apart from the 35. So these are some of the incentives put in place by the LMC to encourage clubs to have a viable youth system. And he mentioned coaches coming to Nigeria to train the trainers. He mentioned the NPFL All-Star team that went to Spain to play earlier in a few months back. Something that is also coming up in Spain that comes up annually is an under-13 tournament called the La Liga Promises, where clubs have to field their under-13 team in competitions. We are looking at a situation where we organize a competition for under-13 players of clubs in Nigeria, and the winning team get to participate in next year's edition of that competition as well.
So that will force our clubs to start to look at eighth grade
to have
teams,
proper under-13 teams,
youth teams.
I mean, this will serve as a conveyor belt of talent to their first team in years to come. I mean, it's all about catching them young, really. Catching them young and putting structures in place to nurture them, to develop them properly.
You talked about training the trainers. That's one area that I feel very strongly about, because that's one area where we need to work on in our league, the quality of the coaching, which is always a problem when players come from the league and come into the national team. It takes a long time. National team coaches tell us that it takes a lot to polish those guys and make them ready for international challenges.
It's very, very, very important. For example, in Spain, if you're looking at, their youth, development, you will see that, most of the players that have played in their youth level are the ones that are playing in their senior national team now. So it's very, 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 very important, very, very important. And we believe that if that is brought, and we coach our coaches here how to develop the players, and when they get to certain age, they are already very mature, ready to step up.
Okay, let's go on a quick break now. I'm told I have to go on a quick break. We'll continue this conversation when we return from this time out. Join us again.